International Women's Day on Monday is about raising awareness against bias and taking action for equality. How much should gender matter in the workplace, and what skills are important in improving behaviours to gain skills in your career? Joining us is Judith Beck, founder of Financial Executive and author of No Sex at Work. Good morning to you, Judith.
Good morning, Janie. How are you?
Very well indeed. So is there bias in the workplace in the lead up to International Women's Day on March 8?
Well, is there bias in the workplace? There's probably all kinds of bias in the workplace, but I think the key is, how do you get over the barriers, real or perceived, and what do you need to do as a business person to get from A to B?
A very good morning to you, Judith, and thanks for coming on the show today. No sex at work. It certainly, it hits you straight between the eyes, doesn't it, the book title?
It does. Well, you know, the purpose is that I want people to see themselves as individuals at work. And they're not a gender. Leadership isn't about gender. Leadership is about skills and abilities. And so when you go into the work environment, you should see yourself as a business person first, and what do I need to do to get from A to B?
And how important is it to eliminate labels, not just the sex discrimination? There's plenty of labels. There's age discrimination, and well, there's plenty of them.
There's plenty of them. That's exactly right. And I think the thing is that it is very important to get rid of labels, obviously, but as a person going into the work environment, if you put a label on yourself before you even start, you're going to be behind the 8 ball. So you want to go in there and go, I'm going to nail this job, and I'm going to do a great job, and this is what I need to do. And if anybody gets in my way, I'm going to know how to handle it.
And that's the point, isn't it? Sometimes it's not easy, is it? If someone is discriminated against, they can often be junior and they feel the pressure of maintaining or keeping their jobs. How do they handle it, Judith?
Well, you know, the most important thing is that they need to have advocates and mentors in their corner. I ran an executive search firm for over 25 years, and that was really the basis of the book No Sex at Work, because during that time, I saw what people did who were the top 10%ers, what they did as opposed to the other ones. And really, it was they had people in their corner who, when they had a situation, they had people that they could access to say, you know, what should I do about this? And they acted quickly on it. So that's really important. I did a survey probably about 8 years back, where I found that men, on average, by the time they're in a management role, have 7 to 12 advocates in their corner. And the women that we surveyed had less than 1. And that's a huge difference, and it's so important. And that's one of the reasons probably why they're getting to where the men get to the senior levels quicker, is because imagine if you have all these people in your corner, so anytime in your career you can pick up the phone and say, hey, what should I do about this? Or I had this problem, or they're giving you information, you're gonna have an advantage. So I saw very quickly that the candidates that I was interviewing, that the guys, they had great intel, and they knew that when they went to that final interview, they knew everything about the interviewer, they knew everything that was happening in the organization, because people told them that. So it's really important that when you have situations happen to you at work, that you have someone to go to. You can have it all, you just can't do it all.
So for the rest of the 90% of people that don't have those backup supports, what do you say to them?
You need to start getting them. You need to start networking and looking at who are the people that you admire. So looking at, you know, they need to be more senior than you, and they need to be people who are outside your current organization, so you can get real, honest feedback, because it's very difficult for people internal to give you the feedback that you may need. So you want people who are going to tell you the honest truth. And you really need to look at, okay, who are the people that I know first? Who are the people, maybe an ex-boss that's gone to another organization? Or through LinkedIn, you're connecting with people all the time. You can be looking through LinkedIn and see who are the people who I really would, and approach them and say, would you be considered being a mentor to me? If you don't ask, it won't happen. And some people will say no.
Judith, Sorry to interrupt. There's so much dimension to this story, and it's important for us to look at it from every angle. One of those really upsetting areas is that sometimes we see senior women treat younger women in a very, very poor fashion.
Well, that happens with everyone. It's not just senior women, senior men too.
Oh, no. But I'm just bringing it up as part of the larger discussion. It's an important one.
It is, and I think to myself, if a woman has treated a more junior woman poorly, that says so much about her as a leader. And she's not a leader if she's doing that, because real leaders will mentor and guide their teams. And so, I would say that if you come across people like that, you just run the other way, because they're not going to help you in their career. And if they're like that, they've probably always been like that. So it's a shame when that happens. But I've seen so many women, like with the women organization that I started 8 years ago. There's hundreds of women who are helping other women, and hundreds of men, because I also started Few Good Men as well. So.
And just quickly, can you tell us a little bit more about your book, No Sex at Work?
Well, the book is really a manual and a guide to help you achieve everything that you need to in your career to get from A to B. So it's everything that, the moment you walk into a new role, how to negotiate salary, how to apply for the jobs, what do you need to do to get from A to B? It's everything in there, and everything that I've learned over the years and people that I admire.
Judith, it's been wonderful to have you on the show. Thank God we have people like you as a father of a teenage daughter who's still at school, but we've moved ahead a long way. Particularly in women's sport and other areas, but there's such a long way to go. No Sex at Work, that's the name of the book, and of course, founder of Financial Executive Women, Judith Beck. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you, Janie and Tim. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.